Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
So, yeah, Fiber, the weather was good somewhere, it just wasn't here.
Welcome to TFT, Tarot
Hello
for
for today,
Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
me, Banshee. Welcome to the
Hi,
show.
everybody. Welcome.
Welcome. That's funny. Oh my goodness. Well, we're going to do some spinning on happy hour because every card has a positive message.
You know it.
So,
So, happy hour to everyone.
ah,
Thanks for coming. I have to work today, so that part won't be a happy hour for me.
and I'm going out. My son is finally taking me out for my birthday,
And
late
Mother's
birthday
Day.
dinner, and Mother's Day. So I'll
And
be
I get to
out
go to work.
while Mr. O goes to work.
But I heard that there might be a nice carry out for me.
There might be.
Great. Great.
I'll see what I can do. I'm sure I can get you a carry out. It's fine.
So, let's do a card for the collective and get going.
Yeah. So, of course, I'm using the Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed. If I can shuffle, you can do that. And I'm going to have you pull a card, Mr. O.
Right.
Right. Oh, it's Judgment, the call.
You just call out my name.
Somehow I knew he'd come up with something
I'll
there
come running
to
to
see
see
you
you again.
again. Winter's
Spring, summer, or fall. All you have to do is
is
call,
call.
and I'll be there.
Purpose and true prosperity. I have everything I need right now to move forward with purpose. I'm being called into a deeper and more authentic relationship with myself, with my higher power, and with others. I am here for a reason. I'm required to step forward into my true self, expressing that through my actions. I need to trust that my life has a purpose, that I am enough, and that within me is a divine blueprint that has meaning for myself and others. You know, that's it with judgment, or I mean, with this message for judgment. No, it's about this life now, here and now. Why are we here? We have a purpose here. We have a reason to be here. And so, all the talk of ascension or various different things, that will come. But really, we are here to experience this world. And hey, I love it here. Despite the problems we have, in the world, heed judgment's call and find your true purpose and make a difference, in people's lives.
Make a judgment call.
Make a judgment call. 100%. 100%.
Ready.
That's what we have today. I don't know what more to say than that. I love that card. And I love it for a lot of different reasons. It's about not being afraid to to recreate yourself. We're here experiencing each other's wisdom, knowledge, etc. And don't close your minds to that. Be open to learning more from others.
We all have a lot to share, and we are all each other's teachers as well as each other's students.
100%.
None of us are better than any other.
Throw that hierarchical stuff out the window. All right. So we have for you. Good
All
luck
right.
with that.
Good read. And
Good read, good tarot.
I believe Jebusson is first, who would like a card.
Okay. Hi, Jefferson. Sorry we missed you the other day. You didn't leave a question. But if you do leave questions, we'll always do the reading for you on our shows. So don't feel
And if you're
bad
just
about
saying
doing
hi, then
that.
that's fine too.
Yeah. All right. Let me just organize here. There we go. I got the tarot, and I'll let you shuffle first, Mr.
Right.
O. Four, let's throw that list out there. Jebson is up.
All right.
All right. Well, the card bard isn't with us today, but just want to remind everybody about his channel because it's such fun.
It's a fun channel.
Yes. And knowledgeable. Card bard has a really good.
Oops.
Oh, you stop dropping my cards. You dropped the King of Cups, Mister. Oh, is that the only one?
Yes, it
I think
was.
it was. Okay. Well, anyway, as I was saying, Carpart has this, he puts his readings to music that he does. And he's been working with the Lenormand lately a lot. And I have to say, he's got really good handle on the Lenormand cards. And the songs he creates are such fun. They really are. And I enjoy what he's doing a lot.
They're very fun. All right. So,
Preeti?
Jebusson, hi, Preeti. We have temperance for you. So, Jefferson, today Spirit is telling you to be more moderate than maybe you usually are. That if it's about making certain decisions, that you try to really weigh the prospects and the factors around each of those, and try to go for a middle ground, perhaps. But it could also be saying too that if you're going to a celebration where there may be a lot of alcohol or partying, that you be moderate there. Maybe you're the one who's going to assist people driving back home. You're the safe driver, that kind of thing, designated driver. So, really, it is about handling things in a moderate way, decisions or attitudes or communications, even.
Right. I think the way to success for you and happiness this week is, yeah, we could say moderate the behavior, but find balance. Find balance in what you are doing. Moderate, I like that word and I use it a lot, believe me, but there sometimes has a connotation of negativity to it, like, oh, I have to toe a line. No, no, it's not about that. It's about making yourself feel totally relaxed, comfortable, in sync, and in the flow of everything that's going on around you. And so it's not like a punishment or we have to hold ourselves back. It's about doing what's right for our bodies and our minds and our spirit. And we'll feel better. We'll feel better. We'll feel more joy and happiness and be more refreshed when we can keep things moderate and in balance. And I think here too, that goes for with your dealings with others. There may be some things and some people who like to push buttons, and just don't allow them to destroy that happy, balanced feeling this week.
When you were saying that, a word came to my mind in the
Mhm.
first part, and that was alignment. And that sometimes this
Yes.
card is maybe not so much
Yes.
about moderating yourself, but aligning yourself with your best intentions, with your best propositions or your best dispositions going forward.
I like it. I like it.
Alrighty.
Good luck with that.
Good luck,
Good
Jefferson.
message.
And
And
now
I
we're
always like that. It
check.
just sort of means a nice balanced week ahead. And I think we got Jackie.
Hey,
Hi,
Jackie.
Jackie. All right. I shuffle.
Yay.
All right.
One of our other friends from across the pond, Patton, the gamer, dropped in a couple of nights ago. And I think he's in the general same area, but I believe a time or two ago he said he was in Scotland. So I don't know if Scotland, I'm bad with geography. I don't know if it's like an hour behind or ahead of you guys, if it's the same relative time. But it was nice to see Patton. And then he told us that it was 1:30 at night or in the
Yeah.
morning.
Yeah.
We're sorry we kept you up, Patton.
All right.
All right, Jackie.
Well, Jackie, whistle while you work. It's the Eight of Pentacles.
I figured as much, Jackie. I wasn't sure though.
It's the Eight of Pentacles. And, some people, oh man, work, drudgery. Now, this says to take some pleasure and happiness out of your work this week, out of getting things done that are really important to you, out of maybe just organizing your days just so that there's a comfortable flow about your workload so that you're not stressing yourself out by waiting till the last minute to get things done, etc. Happiness comes through managing your work, and also what you're doing. I think you can find a lot of joy in doing certain projects or goals this week. What projects or goals have you been really wanting to do? What would make you happy to get them accomplished? That's what you should work on this
I don't
week.
know why, Jackie, but I get the feeling like there is a slight leveling up here that this may present an intriguing idea or project or situation that's just a little bit different from what you normally do, but you want to put all those pieces together, there. And a lot of this is very well oriented for you because you already have most of these skills or resources at your command. It's just sort of pulling them together to focus on this new thing that may be coming to you. Hi,
Hey,
Sienna.
Sienna.
So I think that's what this is about, is saying that really success in a new venture may be coming. And if it's not exactly a new venture, it may just be a new facet to something else, like something else has sort of shown itself, and now there's the idea that you have it covered, that there are basically some ways to kind of broaden that shield there, all those facets over that. It definitely seems like it's a work project kind of thing.
Yeah,
Good luck,
so good
Jack.
luck with that. Busy week, but a happy busy week. I like that. All right, we're on Lena,
Hi, Lena.
and it's your
You're
deal.
welcome, Jackie. Thank you.
Hey, you're very welcome.
I'm feeling a little lightheaded right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Too much coffee?
No, not enough nutrient,
Oh,
as in eating something real.
well, I have to check my phone downstairs, see if my our son called, and so when I'm down there, maybe I can put something real quick together for you.
If I don't pass out before then.
I think I got to shower and get dressed after the show.
All right, Lena, happy hour is here for you.
All right.
Nice.
Ooh. All right,
And
let me
it is the
get
Queen of Cups, Lena. The Queen of Cups is saying you are, Spirit wants you to understand that there's a great degree of emotionality that maybe is sitting with you right now. It could be that maybe you are thinking about people you care about, people you love, people that you're hoping to communicate with. You may be feeling like this is some occasion that really is going to bring out, sorry, the best in everybody to some degree. The idea that maybe everybody is sitting together with their emotional happiness for each other. I don't know if it's a party or a celebration or if it's more focused around you. That maybe this could also represent too a serenity as you feel like maybe something has kind of come through.
Well, the Queen of Cups is a card, I think, this week saying that this will be a joyful week for you. Whether you are making other people happy, which makes, when we make other people happy, we can't help but catch that contagion as well, or they're making you happy in some way, or situations or circumstances, like Mr. O said, attending celebrations or happy events or occasions. This is going to be a positive week for you, filled with joy and emotional well being. I think here too that uh, this is a card where you can, it's really funny because the Queen of Cups, I kind of look at her. I don't know. I kind of look at her and the Queen of Pentacles anyway as kind of the real mothers of the queens. And so, you can mother people this week. And this is Mother's Day this weekend. So it's nice to see the queens pop up at any rate because this queen is one who's very intuitive, very sensitive, very much into caring about how other people are doing. And so spread a little bit of joy this week to maybe somebody who might need a little extra uh, happiness in their life right now. And it will make you feel a lot better. Good luck with that.
All right.
Queen of Cups, good card. And we're on Mysterious Queen now.
Hi, Mysterious Queen. So I had another physical therapy earlier in the week. It was actually on Monday, and I'll be having one in this next week. And they've been giving me homework, which is basically just little things where I have to kind of, test my balance. So it might be walking a certain way, or it might be a movement a certain way. Hey, Empress.
It's all good.
It's all good. Yep.
And you had your first appointment with our trainer.
Yes, I did.
So
And
he's
I'm
back
almost
into
back to normal.
personal training.
Yeah, we have added you to the list, Empress. We caught you earlier when you came in, so you're on the list. Don't worry. Unless, of course,
No, I don't
Banshee
see you.
forgot to put you
I
on.
didn't put you on the list because I didn't see when you came
Okay.
in.
Empress came in right after Lena.
Oh, shoot.
So we're going to do you right after Mysterious Queen because
Yeah.
we did start her reading. We're
Yeah.
sorry, Empress. We apologize. We missed you.
Thank you for
Thank you for
reminding us
reminding
that.
us. Yes, absolutely.
You will be
Yeah,
next.
we're really sorry about that. I'm sorry. I
I
am
guess I didn't
personally
hear
sorry.
Mr. O when he said that.
It's
So
all my fault. Throw me under the
it
bus.
is. Which means that actually then, let's see.
Thank you.
There. Okay. All right. Well, we got another court card of the cup variety. We have the Knight of Cups for you, mysterious Queen. And you know what? The Knight of Cups is indicating the coming or going of some emotional experience this week. And of course, this is happy hour, and that means it's a good one. Something is going to some news either that you receive or again, it's kind of like in Lena's case too. Some event that maybe you're going to will make you very happy, or something that you do is going to make you very happy this week and bring joy to you. Maybe a little love is in the cards.
Right. All of the nights, are senses of movement, and this night absolutely has a good chance of a romantic kind of feel there. So, if nothing else, it could be saying somebody you really care about, even if it's not a romantic priority, kind of relationship. You may have a very good emotional get together with them, like, meeting, a friend of yours and having really happy time together. But it could absolutely mean that something romantic could happen, like that maybe if you've been circling around somebody and they've been circling around you, maybe an overture could start to move things in that direction. So, very good. I hope you're right about that. I see what you said there.
Yep. So good luck with that. Your manifestation is working. Let's hope so.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good luck with that.
So yes, if you're on board for, something new in the romantic love areas, this could be the week where something seems to be moving in that direction. Hi, Marita.
Hi,
Welcome to
Marita.
Happy Hour.
We'll get you on the list. And we
All
are
right.
on Empress.
Right. Making up with Empress.
We're doing fine. We're doing just fine. Thank
Thank you,
you.
Marita.
Oh, hi,
Hi,
Country
Country
Love.
Love.
I'll get you on the list as well.
Everyone who comes in the chat room gets a card for Happy Hour.
Yeah.
You're all on the list
Well, until we have to close the list.
until we close the list. But that's not happening for a while. Pretty sure.
Well, it's 10:20, so it will be happening sooner
Yes,
than
as
later.
I mentioned earlier, gang, I am working today, so there won't be a lot of overtime. But I think our list is pretty manageable this morning,
It's moving.
afternoon.
It's moving.
It's moving. Keep feeling fascination. Moving on. All
Oh,
right. So, Empress, you have the Six of Pentacles. This is like a karmic, what goes around comes around, reciprocity. Something is happening where whatever you are giving to others, equal or more, may be giving back to you. Spirit is saying this is coming this week ahead. So think about all the people who maybe you have done favors for or could do favors for, and do it with a sense of not saying, oh, I know that they'll do this for me because I did this for them. Do it from your heart and it will be appreciated.
it's interesting. There's such a sense of, besides the material aspects of this card, there's a sense of justice here. There's a little bit of a sense of temperance in this card as well. which to me, it talks about flow, and it talks about being in the flow of giving and receiving this week. That what you put out into the world, you will receive back in kind. It just seems like there's a really nice reciprocal, as Mr. O put it, reciprocal flow going here for you this week. And it will make you feel very content, very happy, maybe, but very content if nothing else. It just seems like you're really in the flow this week, Empress, and you get kind of what you put out there. So if you want love in your life, put out love to the world. If you want, better financial conditions in your life, put something out into the world where you give of yourself in some way, and maybe this will come back to you. Ultimately, it does come back to you
I
one
like what
way
you
or
said
another.
there, Empress, because I think it could apply to that too. The idea that what you are
Absolutely.
giving to that time of your studies is coming back to you as a knowledge or something that is the benefit of that.
As a on your project or assignment or on any tasks that you take, what we put out there, we get back. So I think if you just
Good luck.
apply yourself, you should expect to get what you've put into it. And so I wish you luck with that. That's a good analogy, Empress. I can
I'm
see.
glad you pointed that out.
Yeah.
All right, thank you,
Well,
Empress.
everybody, who gets these readings, you may have your own way of seeing how that applies to you. And that definitely works for me. So good luck with that. All right, so we are on Fiber.
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 You're very welcome.
All right. Students' lives can be so hectic and crazy that it's nice to see a card of that kind of flow and balance for a student.
Yeah, really. I know, most students' lives, including my own, have never been really smooth
Mine
sailing
were
to
certainly
some
chaotic.
degree. Yeah.
Holy
Good luck.
moly.
So you guys had a great event last weekend. I was watching some of that. That was very cool.
Fiber.
Oh, look at that.
We've got the we're talking about the five of cups earlier, weren't we? You've got the five of wands. So it's kind of funny there.
It looks like you're herding cats.
Oh, heck. Look
No,
at
you're
that.
not.
There is fire. There is enthusiasm in working with others, in this week to build something, to establish something or to build something, to create something. And everybody's going to be throwing out ideas and stuff. It's going to be very engaging. So if you're having any meetings this week, or whether they're in person or Zoom or whatever, things should be very creative, very constructive dialogue. People trying to uh, figure out the right way forward, and maybe you might be able to steer them in the right direction.
I think so. The wands are really energy cards. The fives are energy cards. Uh, hey,
Yes,
I'm seeing
yes.
that there. Yes. So really, I think this card says to you that you're the one pulling that energy in, or you're the one directing it, and that there's a lot of pieces to add to that. But in most of these kind of operations, we all know you have to kind of bring those forces together. The group mind, so to speak, is the way that, a circle of people can really put their will together. And this says you are doing it. You are the servitor of the group mind in your situation.
Nice. There you go. Yeah, so I see a lot of engagement with others this week, and it should be good. It should be definitely lively. You told me to spin it, it will be lively.
Yeah, I know we're
Good,
feeling that energy.
good luck with that.
Good luck. All right.
And we're on Carl.
Hey, Carl.
By the way, just as an announcement, I will be appearing on Mr. O's Got Tarot this week. Woohoo!
Yes, we have decided to reformulate Goth Tarot and make it a lot more into, or at least some aspects of it, to some actual shadow work kind of stuff that we are excited to
We're,
bring out.
we're going to be putting out a little promo video soon about what our plans are. I will be only appearing on his show once a month. We're trying it out in the middle of this month as a test, but it'll be me at the first of the month, usually after that. And we'll explain why in the video that is coming out. But we hope you'll enjoy this new aspect to Mr. O's show.
Thank you. Carl, what do we got? Oh, Carl, haven't we
Oh,
been here before?
talk about spinning it.
And it's another five, right?
Yes, it's another
We
five.
must have jinxed ourselves with talking about all these fives.
Well, Carl,
Sorry.
the good news is with the five is that you can always walk away from a conflict. You can always find your happiness elsewhere. And so if things get contentious, and you can't seem to dial it down, maybe it's time to bring happiness back into your life by moving on and also by letting other people go with love, because sometimes there's just some bridges that are just too far. I like to say, we should all get along in the world, absolutely, or we should learn to live and let live. Sometimes just I feel like people's relationships with one another, can stimulate chemical reactions. Some of those are explosive, right? And some of those are just the right mix, to make some magic. And so you want to elevate yourself above, conflict and realize that there are other people that you mix better with, right?
I liked what you said about the chemical reaction because, of course, we once had a person in our tight knit circle of sorts, our group
Many
circle,
years ago.
who we realized that there was a chemical reaction with ourselves and them, and it didn't work out well. That's all we're going to say about this time. And Carl, I don't know if this is about maybe your work situation or about your guys' group or something like that, but this could be the situation. It says there is a certain amount of dissension in the atmosphere around it. What Spirit is telling you is to take the higher road, like the figure
Yeah.
shows sort of an ascension there,
Yes.
and that this is not the week to meet fire with fire or anything like that. This is the week to just sort of plow your course on your own terms, not necessarily leaving people behind, but leaving behind what doesn't help and trying to keep people focused on their best natures and what the best good is for this group situation, possibly.
And maybe in a sense too, I would say this, that maybe you might be the person who is starting to see a rift happen between people. And, keep your eye open on that and see if you can't intervene before things get out of control, like the Five of Swords.
Hi, Libra.
And you might be able to turn that around. So, with bringing a little bit of light to the situation. So that's what we have for you. Good luck
Good
with
luck.
that. All right. Hi there, Libra. We'll get you on the list. And we're on Preeti now.
Hi,
And
Preeti.
shuffling in a minute.
Thank you. And of course, tomorrow we're back with our regular questions from 2 to 4 p.m. in the afternoon, our time, Eastern Standard Time. So if you do have more interesting kinds of questions beyond happy hour message, come see us. Also, in the morning, tomorrow morning, is Banshee's Material Matters. It's a recording, but we all gather live in the chat room because it premieres at 10 a.m. And we have our usual fun and games and checking it out. You're welcome, Fiber and Carl.
Hey, you guys are welcome. Have a great week ahead. Yay! It's a star.
Preeti has the star.
Really has a star. Ah, you know, this week is one to focus on optimism and hope. And maybe the fact is that something is going to, there may be a sign that comes to you that makes you feel more optimistic and hopeful about your future, which of course leads to some happiness, some happy feelings. In this world today, it's kind of hard to find that. A lot of people are feeling very pessimistic about things right now. But then again, there are things in the world that bring hope as well. Like the Catholic Church is celebrating their new pope, etc. And so I think here this is saying that look for signs that will show that things are moving in the right direction, that the universe has your back and has been looking out for you, and that things now are starting to look up.
The image often strikes me as somebody who maybe is holding on to the tail of a kite, and the kite is going off into this spirit star realm there. And of course, that reminds me of the saying, getting the keys to the kingdom, which is a metaphor for saying something is sort of an epiphany. All of a sudden, you feel like you have the control or the magic you've always wanted. And, we see images of people flying kites, and sometimes they have a little key on the end. So it kind of comes full circle. Preeti, this is saying spirit is about to give you something that will help you manifest what your desires are. It may not be a big thing, it just may be the thing you need at this time.
That's
It
right.
may be a sense of an
I
inspiration
like
where
that.
you sort of all of a sudden understand a problem or dilemma that you hadn't noticed before, and it all works out for you. So watch for that. The keys to the kingdom may be coming into your hand.
That's what we have for you. Good luck with that.
And we're on Siama now.
Yep, I've got the list here. There we are. Your deal?
Alrighty. You're welcome, Preeti. Good luck.
Hey, you're very welcome. Where is Kara this morning?
I was thinking that a few minutes ago. Hi, Garima.
Oh, hi, Karima.
We have a happy hour card for you. Alrighty. So this one is for Siama.
Yep.
And darn,
What do you got?
it's the Five of Swords
What?
again. Yes. So it's our first repeat card. It's the Five of Swords. It may not mean exactly the same thing, Siama, but it may mean similar things. There
I
could
see
be
something.
there could be a sense of turbulence around you, and that you may be needing to listen to an inner voice at this time to kind of navigate you through, some situations that maybe have some strife. I have a feeling that this maybe is more family or friend related than, say, a work situation or anything else. But who knows? It could be that it is affecting a couple of areas of your life. So listen for the inner calming voices. Try not to pay too much attention to the more frantic or upset voices. They're not going to lead you in your best, ways of resolving things.
When I was growing up, and of course, I was part of the Catholic tradition growing up in my Polish neighborhood. There was often this image in Catholicism of an angel sitting on one side of you and a devil sitting on the other side of your shoulder here. And I see this bird here, okay? It made me think of that in a way, There may be these voices, you might be undergoing this week a little bit of inner conflict or confusion. And there may be a part of you that's kind of in conflict with where you see yourself going and what you want to be doing. This is a time to, as Mr. O said, trust those inner voices. Trust that voice that wants to take you to a lighter place, to a place of more joy and happiness in following and pursuing your vision. A lot of times, we have voices inside of us that try to tell us, no, that's not for you, or you're unable to do this. They argue with you. And so this is a time to shut that out and trust that voice that wants to take you to a higher place. And I think this week you'll be focusing on that. Maybe you have already been undergoing some of this confusion, and this week will be a week where you're finally, let's just say, seeing the light and going towards that thing that will bring you more joy, despite yourself. Trust yourself.
Right.
Good luck with that.
And we're
Okay.
Marita. Hi, Maria.
Hey, Marita. I have to say, out of all the cards, Ten of Swords included, to me, is maybe the Three of Swords is the other one. Five of Swords is really the hardest one to read at happy hour, in my opinion, but
You're welcome, Siama.
there's always a positive message there. You just may have to dig a little bit deeper to find that one.
We are the Spin Masters.
Yeah. Well, it's another repeat card. It's the Knight of Cups.
Oh,
Oh, I like that. Well, Marita, the Knight of Cups. It's about love, it's about happiness, it's about joy. It's the coming of something that will bring you joy and happiness. I know that you said, I believe that you are partnered, you are married. And so this could be, some love, maybe a gift coming to you. If you're a mother, for example, with a Mother's Day celebration. I don't know if they're celebrating Mother's Day I think you said you're in England, right? I don't know if they're celebrating it there this weekend, but at any rate, there may be a gift coming to you. There may be something that brings you joy and happiness this week. And feel free to share that feeling with others. If something is making you happy, hey, why not make somebody else happy as well, right?
well, I know you're really busy with your life. You're trying to uh, get things done. I think you have studies and things too. But take time out for a little romance, maybe in this near week ahead. Maybe a romantic encounter to kind of calm things down and to rephrase the sense of, a partnership, a relationship. Uh, it may be moving towards, it could also be too that maybe there's, a special occasion, maybe it's an anniversary
Right.
or a date of significance for you and your partner. So I think this is really saying this is a good week just in terms of emotional enjoyment and feeling of love or romantic feelings for people. The emphasis may not be on work you need to do or questions to resolve, etc. It just may be more about the emotional good feelings this
Do
week.
something together that you enjoy doing together.
There you go.
I think that's part of it too. Good luck with that. Right, we are on
Country
Country
love.
Love. Hi
Hey, country
there.
love.
Right. What time is it? Well, we could add another person to the day,
41.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, if they come in time. And
Oh,
country love, the sun. The sun
wow.
is shining. This is a major good development for you. This could be like a full circuit of things happening. Spirit could be saying your romantic ambitions are realized, your knowledge ambitions are realized. If there are things going on with children or younger people in your life, these things are fruitful and providing fun or joy.
Well, this is a very lighthearted week, I think, for sure. And I mean, and I don't mean to de emphasize some of the power of the sun. I mean, there could be some real success coming to you this week that brings you great joy, but it's also just about experiencing joy, in life in general. I think here, getting this carded happy hour, this is going to be a joy filled week. Find things, get joy. And also, it's great when we have great success that brings us joy, but find joy in the little things as well. Spending time with children or with family or, with nature, right? Getting outdoors on a beautiful, day. This is a time to embrace light, embrace happiness, and embrace joy. Look, our arms are right wide open, receiving that energy from the sun. So you might want to, think about that too. If if you really need a boost of energy, if you've been feeling down in the dumps, get out in the sun. Get out and get plenty of sunshine. Shine. It really does transform you.
Very good.
So good luck with that.
I agree with that. All right, so we're on Libra.
Libra
Hi,
is
Libra.
up. Hi, Libra. We are hitting the bottom now. When we're done with our list, we'll do a namaste blessing for everybody, but before that, we'll do a reading for ourselves. Love to do that on happy hour. We want to be happy too in the week ahead, don't we?
That's why I'm going to work.
Ah,
I like work. Work is mostly okay.
I think you just set yourself up for getting that Eight of Pentacles. Hey, Jackie had it. It's a nice card.
There is that. Because we spin it.
What? I don't think that card needs to be spun unless it was reversed,
Well,
and
there's
nothing
that.
is reversed at happy hour. All right, let's see what we have for Libra today. Yes, we've got another knight. It is the Knight of Wands.
You go.
You go bang that drum, Libra. Yeah, I think you're going to be going. I think this week is going to be one of activity that will bring you happiness, and maybe even more than happiness, will make you more enthusiastic in some area of your life, whether it has to do with different projects or goals, looking for a job, doing something around the house. You're going to be working on stuff, and it's all going to be leading you to more optimism, more enthusiasm, and it'll be contagious. I think the knight in a way is like the queen of wands. The knight has a way of moving people's emotions too, and or guiding people too. When everybody sees the energy and the drive and the motivation that the Knight of Wands has to get things accomplished and done, people can't help, but want to work with you.
So, in many cultures or traditions, the banging of the drum is about, kind of bringing a sense of energy or directing people to move with an energy. And it's all about, what this night talks about, which is basically moving forward with good good intentions and good energy to pursue something. You could be pursuing a lot of things. The wands are metaphors for friendships or networking or actual, projects of note too. So, whatever's going on in your life this week, I think this is a sign that says you're about to be able to bring a lot of energy to it and maybe even bring cooperation from other angles into it as well.
So good luck with that. I like this. A lot of wand energy today.
And we are on Garima. Hi, Garima.
Hi, Garima. And did I pull that? I did, I think.
I thought you did.
Yes.
Yeah. So I pulled a
All
happy
right.
hour card.
And I guess we should throw up that the list is closed
Yeah, let's do that.
because Mr. O has to get to work
I
and eat
do.
something.
I have to eat something. Just closing all those.
All right. Ooh.
Oh, Garima, look at that. It's Judgment, which we had as our opening card for the collective,
Yeah.
but this doesn't mean exactly the same thing. There's a sense here of you astral projecting or rising out of yourself, rising to meet a new situation, rising in spirit. We could say that this is also about saying you've had an epiphany. You now realize something, or in this week, something will be realized that really is going to change things for you. It will maybe take you to a place you haven't been to recently or at all. It may make you feel really like you can rise above whatever you feel has been holding you back or has been negative in your life. So watch for this. This is really a strong sense of moving to some other level.
Well, the judgment card upright is very nice for you, Garima. I think here, sometimes it's not so much about, I mean, it can be about an out of body experience for sure of some sort. That card really looks like that, but it's about a resurrection in a way, a resurrection of something inside of you that maybe you've been suppressing that now you're able to joyfully let the world in on it. I guess for one, better way to say it would be that, maybe you've had some hidden talents or there's a hidden side of you that now you're more willing to reveal to the world. And you know what? The world will be very receptive. I mean, sometimes we're afraid to totally be who we completely are for a variety of reasons. And this is like a total mental makeover where now you realize that the world needs to see every facet of who you are, and you can feel safe and comfortable and happy in doing that. That's what we have for you.
I'm not sure if
Did
you
you have
saw
anything
that.
to add?
No, I'm good. I'm not sure if you saw that, Marita. We did finish your reading. You might have to rewind back. It's a
Oh,
couple readings ago.
yeah. So you can see one of the lists above where you are, Marita. You were before Country Love. So we've already done your
Two or three
reading.
back.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
All right,
So,
I'm going to do a pull for Mr. O, and he will do one for me.
all right. And we hope it's a good message for you. I don't remember the card for
Oh,
in
it
particular.
was.
What was it?
She might have had this. I don't know if she was the one who had the star, but I don't know. It
Yeah, it
was
might have
good.
been the stars.
Yeah.
So, yes. All right. So thank you. And we will see you again too. We're going to do the readings for ourselves and then get out of here with a namaste blessing for all. Going to remind everybody that there's a special episode of Goth Tarot this next week. Banshee will join me, and we're going to start out something new. So we hope everybody gets to see that.
Mr. O,
Yeah.
you ready for work? Are you ready for a battle? No,
I'll
it's
stand my ground.
Well, it's not, it's sort of stand your ground. It's the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands just says, are you prepared? Are you prepared to meet the challenges of the week ahead? And I think it's happy hour. You are. You're ready to lead others to through whatever they're going through in the week ahead. You're there to stand tall. You have been there. You have done that. You have knowledge to share based on what you've been through that could assist others. So I almost feel like this is maybe having to do with our Goth Tarot project in a
It
way.
could be. I see it as being a couple things that are changing in my landscape. Some of that's related to my therapy, but I think you're right.
You're ready to share some light on those shadows.
Alrighty, so let's see what we get for you.
Yep. Okay.
She said haltingly,
What could go wrong? Nothing at happy hour. Nothing goes wrong. Ooh, maybe.
you saw it?
Yeah.
Devil
It's
inside,
a
devil
devil.
inside.
I'm such a little
Banshee
devil.
Shadow Wolf has the devil inside.
I love that song, by the way.
I do too.
But anyway, well,
So
what do you got to spin for me, Mr. O?
you need to let your wild one out. That's what this card is saying is the wild part of yourself needs to have an expression. It doesn't mean you're gonna, tear up the house or anything like that. But it does mean maybe you need to view things from a different perspective. This a perspective of an opposite angle. Sometimes people say, "Oh, the devil, that's evil," but evil spelled backwards is live. And so maybe this is saying really enjoy the aspects of your wild nature because they may actually help you understand what it is you need to do to get away from the things that still oppress you.
No boundaries, no guardrails.
No guardrails. Fly free, you little devil. Fly free.
Well, I like the card. I mean, I do agree with that. You know, sometimes you have to be well, you have to be you should indulge and enjoy in life's pleasures. I have been kind of talking about that to myself lately, and I might have mentioned some of that to my son recently too, is that we're here to live. We're here to enjoy life as well as, it's not supposed to be all about struggle and pain. We weren't, we were not put on this life for that reason. This life can be beautiful, it can be painful, but we're here to really experience it all and to find our joy, to find our happiness and comfort and contentment. And
And
I'm
you have to have the
on
head
it.
to wear the horns.
That's what we have for me.
All
Wow.
right.
All right. Well, let me get that namaste blessing. We will close the show just about right on time, Mr. O.
That's very good.
I know. All right.
So don't forget to come back tomorrow for actual questions that we can answer from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, we're back on Thursday with that show too. During the week, we will have our Goth Tarot, our emotional exchanges, and of course, this Sunday, Banshee's Material Matters. We have cards of the day and oracles of the day on Bluesky, Threads, Facebook, X, and YouTube.
Oh,
Did I say Instagram? I probably forgot
oh, you
Instagram.
probably did.
There too.
All right, Mr. O. Pull a card. He's got one. He dug deep. Ah. There we go. It's pretty bright.
Yes.
All right. Well, there. Well, no.
Angle just so.
It's pretty bright. There's bright sunshine on this card, lots of light. And guess what? It's a blessing from the light. You are dearly loved, more than you can possibly imagine, and you are never alone. A universe of love and light surrounds you and showers you with blessings that ebb and flow in your heart. And so it's really interesting because, I spoke a little bit about the qualities of the sun for one of our readings, and just speaking in terms of how, and I remember what Marita had now. Marita had the Knight of Cups.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Okay.
anyway, it just popped into my head. But the sun was in our reading as well, and we spoke about just the idea of allowing that light in and it'll make your heart feel lighter. And I think getting this blessing from light, recognizing that we are all loved, we're never alone. That's a misnomer. There are people around us all the time, and so open your hearts to that. Open your hearts to everybody, the universe, the earth, the magic of the flowers that are growing now, the birds that are out in the spring, whatever season of the year it is. Take in that light from that season of your life. Namaste,
Namaste, everyone.
everybody. Have a great, happy week ahead. And do join us again soon. We'll be here tomorrow live for answering all your questions. And stop in at my Material Matters show and drink coffee and chat with us while we watch my video. Take care. Have happy Mother's Day to all mothers out there. And we will see you soon. Bye bye.